What's up, friends? It's your boy Hazy, and today we're playing more Dredge. I hope to accomplish a lot. Let's see what we can upgrade, what we can discover, and what will stalk us from the deep today. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So we left off right here at Blackstone Isle. We just got a new ability from the man who lives here. It's called Manifest, I believe, and I think it's gonna let us just instantly teleport back here to Blackstone Isle. I don't think it gives us like transportation all over the map. That would be too powerful, I think, in my opinion. But I think it allows us to manifest here back at the ruined mansion to provide relics to the man, which is his entire motivation for this. So it would make sense that he would allot us that ability. In the meantime, I know that we have literally all of the materials to upgrade our ship. We just don't have the money. So I think I want to do a little bit of fishing, grinding really quickly, and then we'll be able to upgrade our hull. We'll get 9 more spots, which is huge. So we'll be able to like completely upgrade, which is really awesome. And then we have a ton of research parts as well. So we'll be able to get some research going, which would be really awesome, because I think that we should try and go to new areas and such. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. So if we take a look, we have our new ability, which is Manifest, which is teleport yourself back to where it all began, which I think is right here or at the Morrows, which is great, because that means we don't have to travel as far, because traveling kind of takes forever, just because we're still working on getting our hull upgraded. So let's see what we can fish up and what we can sell. I don't exactly... Actually, we have enough. It was only 800 to upgrade our ship. I didn't realize that we already had it. I thought we needed to do like a little bit of grinding to be able to do it. But I guess that is not the case. Got an aberration of a grouper, which is called a voltaic grouper. An unknown green energy arcs and crackles over this fish's scales. It thrashes ceaselessly, even hours after being pulled from the water. Much to think about. Very interesting. I quite like that one, actually. It's so not worth it to fish up squid because they sell for like practically nothing. But I catch a lot of things that sell for practically nothing, so who am I to complain? And we got a snag squid, which is the one with a bunch of fucking teeth. I love that one. Let's go ahead and head to the fishmonger for the first time in like... Oh, probably like 20 days. The lighthouse keeper is waiting for you on the dock, looking displeased. I saw you sailing out towards the horizon, crossing that deep expanse. Do you really think that's wise? What's the problem? It feels a bit like tempting fate, does it not? Things are bad enough around here without your provocations. Abruptly, she walks away. Her eyes scan the water as she walks along the dock. It's provocation, not provocations or whatever I said. So we'll be able to sell everything for 300. Thanks to this one voltaic grouper. Oh no, wait. We have a shit ton in our net. I completely forgot about all those. That definitely brings up the total. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll sell off all of our fish. And then we'll go to the dry dock and we'll get our new hull. which is incredibly exciting. Also, we broke 1,000. We were at $1,204, so that's something to pat ourselves on the back for, you know? I don't know. So if we go ahead and we check our storage now, look at all that space. Oh my god. That. I think it's finally time to reward ourselves with both rods. I see that we can fit one in underneath the trawling net, which I know isn't ideal. Actually, if we just... Here, watch this. I have an idea. I know. Hazy, that's the good rod. Just deal with it, okay? See? And we'll be able to upgrade our trawling net. Isn't that lovely? Also, checking on the specimen. The conger eel is still infected. No change in the specimen. God, we have so much space. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Alright. So, all of our pursuits are... Well, with the pursuits, it's like we have to catch rare fish for the traveling merchant. We have to find an oarfish, a gulper eel, a Goliath tigerfish, and a... Like I said the last time, I still don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just gonna guess, which is a Koliakan. You guys know how to say it. You should totally correct me in the comments. Or look it up. I didn't look it up. And then we need to catch a fangtooth and bring it back to the guy between Gale Cliffs and Stellar Basin. I still don't know where to catch a fangtooth. I wonder if we can check our encyclopedia. I don't even know where I would look. I mean, we've heard about it, so it's possible. I'm just like sort of tabbing through. Oop, hold on. I think that was it. I think it's that one actually, and that says Stellar Basin, so I guess we're going to Stellar Basin today, guys. I mean, we're basically done in Gale Cliffs. I mean, if you guys can think of anything that we still need to do in Gale Cliffs, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that we're good to leave from there. And we just got our new ship. I'm so excited. Let's see with our research parts. Oh no, wait, we're going to Stellar Basin, so we may need to save our research parts because I don't know if we're gonna need to get a volcanic rod. Just because it's a basin. I feel like it might be like an active volcanic site? I don't know. Because, okay, so if we look at our map, we have Stellar Basin, Twisted Strand, and Devil's Spine. So either Stellar Basin or Devil's Spine, I believe, is going to be the volcanic areas. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Stellar Basin just because it's in the name. I don't know. Otherwise, oh, you know what? We should probably go get our crab pots. Or we could buy more and be completely, unsustainable. Hold on, let me see which ones we can buy here. Alright, so we could get a hardy crab pot and a large crab pot right now. I think we'll just like pop those bad boys in there. I don't think we're gonna have like anything. So we have 2 scrap, 1 bolt of, and then 1 bolt of fabric, and then 1 piece of lumber. Let's see what we might be able to get. 3 lumber, 2 lumber, 4 lumber, 2 lumber, 2 lumber. So we won't be able to get anything. But I would love to get more cargo spaces. So we're gonna work on dredging too. So I guess we'll just work our way around some islands, see if we can make our way to Stellar Basin today. I feel like that's a perfectly attainable goal. Even though I just loaded up like crab pots. Oh, I forgot that we need to fix our trawl net. I'm gonna dock for the 3rd time, and I promise this will be the last time. Oh, she's got no. Ooh. That would take us from 1800 lumens to 300, or okay, it would take us from 1800 lumens to 2100 lumens with a range of 30 as opposed to our range of 25 at the moment. That's definitely something that we can think about. Anybody else hate how it puzzled in my engines when we upgraded? I hate it. Feels like a hate crime. I once again forgot to repair my ship. I promise I'll stop forgetting things. Alright, let's leave. Alright, so we're headed for Stellar Basin, and I once again have a terrible sense of direction. So I'm checking the map. I'm going completely the wrong way. So we need to do a 180 and then turn to the, that would be right. I'm gonna double check as soon as, yeah, you know I'm gonna double check it. I literally can't help myself. For the people who want me to catch sharks, a little bit of love for you guys. Listen, I may or may not have heard that I should be catching sharks, okay? Then I sometimes listen. And yes, they're very lucrative, but they take up a lot of space in our inventory. So I typically don't spend the time catching them. Yes? And we can all nod together and we can go, yes, Hazy. And now we can catch them because we have an oceanic, a shallow, and a coastal rod. Okay? It's great. We got the next upgrade. Now we can actually do all the things and we have the space to do all the things. It's fantastic. We have a trolley net as well, okay? We're building our way up. I'm heading the wrong way. When am I not? Oh, you know what? I think that means... I just had an idea. Do we still have any explosives? I don't think we do. There might be one in our storage, but I can't remember. Okay, let's go buy a fuck ton of explosives. La 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 la, going over the open ocean, hoping that nothing comes to attack us, because that would be very scary in our little tugboat. Yeah! That's for you guys. You're welcome. Let's see if we can fish here. We cannot. We need an abyssal rod. I'm like seeing if we can like trawl over this spot. That was a whale! I love whales! That was great! Oh my gosh! I'm being impatient. And since we came back, we can pick up our crab pots. I'm gonna make you guys sit here and watch me do that for the 800th time. Explosives. Yep, came back for your explosives, my dude. I'm literally like buying all of them. Thanks. And then we're gonna put some in storage. We'll reorganize there. But I want to blow up that one at the Morrows because I want to get the relic there. I'll carry 2 on me just in case. Ooh! Alright, so we got an aberration of a decorator crab. This one is called a cortex decorator. Folds of orange tissue tower from its head. Scything limbs administer the structure. I don't even know what that means. What structure? There's probably a better way I could have put those in. I don't know. It's a fucking mess in here, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just go sell the stuff that we have. Remember when I was like, I'm never gonna use it because I don't want to accidentally cause a paranoia thing to happen. No, fine. I didn't realize that it would be so helpful. One's only 65. And we have like a little bit else to sell, but we're just trying to clear out our inventory at this point. We'll put that one there, we'll put that one there. Or maybe actually we'll put... No, because that's... This is really annoying. I hate having these 2 extra spaces. I feel like I'm not maximizing our capacity well enough, I guess. I don't know. I'm not maximizing the space. I'm trying to. Don't yell at me. I'm doing my best. I hate it when I look at like I look at the video in post and I sit here and I'm like, oh, I could have organized that so much better. Or I could have done this, or I could have done that, or whatever. It's like, you know what? Listen. I'm looking at it right now. You guys have longer to look at it. But like for me, it's in the present. Ugh. That's probably the best we're gonna get on that one. We only have 2 extra spaces. That's not bad. It's just like this back and forth movement. It's like, okay, gotta go pick up my crab pots. Okay, gotta go sell the crabs so I have space. Then go pick up my crab pot. And then, you know, go sell. This one's 139. At least we're making some of our money back. That's kind of dope. Last trip, I promise. Then we'll rest and we can head our silly ass to Stellar Basin. Stellar. Which would be absolutely stellar. That was stupid. Ignore me. Sell off our crabs, and then finally, we can go through and repair them. Oh wait, shit, okay. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Heads, we're gonna go blow up the blockade and get the relic and the Morrows. And tails, we're gonna get we're gonna head to Stellar Basin right now without doing that. Echo, flip a coin. Tails it is. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna we're gonna go blow up the thing in the Morrows. And then we can head to Stellar Basin. We have time, okay? Actually, I forgot we needed to rest. But yeah, we're gonna go blow up the blockade in the Morrows really quickly. I remember where it is, I'm pretty sure. Cute. Hello. Alright, there's the lighthouse. That's where we're heading, I'm pretty sure. I just try to look for the lighthouse. I'm like, that's the Morrows. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was around the left side of Greater Morrow. Oh, you know what? We could have used our cool new ability, but then we wouldn't have gotten to sail with orcas and dolphins and whales. All the mammals of the sea. They're very loud and incredibly jarring, I'll be honest. Made me jump a little, but like they're there, and that's lovely. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. We're gonna go blow some shit up. Is it this one? Ew. So it looks like we can get some refined metal if we get in there. By blowing up the other side. I just gotta remember where the relic is. My bad. Eels. More eels. Guess we can blow this up and get the refined metal because we do have 2 explosives on us. Use explosives! Fuck yeah. Feels good, doesn't it? I think it does. It is refined metal. See, I'm a genius. Now the question is, can I do this without fucking it up? Repeatedly, several times, on camera, and sucking really bad? The answer is no. No, I cannot do it. Angry red fog. Oop. That was not the right thing to do, apparently. Cool. Thank you for that. Scary red mist. I'm gonna go back to the Morrows now. I think it said that we either damaged or lost our crab pots just now, which would suck. But, you know, they're crab pots. Damn it. Aww, we just lost some explosives. I should be more careful. Damn it. That was unfortunate. Alright. Let's see the damage. Damn. We could have just died just now. Yeah, we lost our explosives. We didn't lose our crab pots, but now they need to be repaired. Okay. Glad we had all that money. We'll go ahead and we'll grab another explosive. It's unfortunate that we lost one. Kind of hard to come by. Alright. Well, we'll rest until morning, which is like, again, like a good 4 hours maybe. Ah, poor fisherman. Alright, let's go find where we're supposed to blow up over here. La 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 la. I wasn't the only one who heard that, right? Creepers, creepers. That was a pretty loud noise. Where were we supposed to go for the relic here? Wait, did we already get this one? Yeah, we did. The key and yeah. We're completely wasting time. Cool. We'll head to Stellar Basin. After we dredge this spot... It'd be hilarious if this is the one that I fuck up. Cool. That's exactly how many we needed to fill up our space. We'll go throw these in storage really quick and then we can head out to Stellar Basin. It like barely even looks like our trolling that's in the water. We're like picking stuff up obviously, but like... Cool, because the animation wasn't down. Alright. It's probably just because we upgraded our ship, so it reset the graphics and whatever. I don't know. Don't ask me. Just kind of putting things in. Hey Hazy, why aren't you carrying the good luck ring? Yeah, it's because if I hit something, like we did, like 20 seconds ago, and we'll lose it overboard. And I won't lose it. It's important. Honestly, we probably should have slept, and I'm heading the wrong way to Stellar Basin again. Let's check our map. I'm like, okay. We need to head to the right. And like I said, we can check out that really interesting and very cool shipwreck that we saw that one time that we had to leave. That we didn't get to explore because I was like, I'm gonna stop getting distracted. And I did stop getting distracted. But now I actually get to go look at it, and I think that's pretty dope. We always need scrap. Always need to be dredging. If we ever want to fully upgrade our hull. You guys hear that? It's either frogs or crickets. Regardless of what it is, I love it. I love both those things. Frogs are great, and I love crickets. I'm your certified, creature guy. I love critters. Oh, we only have space for one of these. Wonder if there is perhaps a dock over here that we could rest at for the night. See, I don't know what to do when these eyes pop up. Like, I just sort of wait for them to go away, but I don't know if there's like a better way to handle it. Let's check our map. What's in front of us? Because that looks like a bigger island. Ooh. That's actually the island where, I don't know if you guys remember, but the photographer lost her camera. And she said that we could keep it if we find her lenses for her. See that boat in the distance? No dock here. There's another dredging spot, so we can sit here and ignore the fact that scary things are happening and our paranoia is on the rise. You know, we can actually put that down there in the hole that I don't like having. I guess we'll head to that island. Bad things are happening. I'm just waiting for the daytime. Almost ran into that. I didn't even touch anything at all. In fact, I was being very careful not to. Like, oh my gosh! I know we're trying to be like super careful because of like everything that's going on, but I love jellyfish! Alright, this is an aurora jellyfish. Illuminating the netherworld with a dull glow with few predators, this species is spreading rapidly. Yeah, that's actually a huge problem. Jellyfish. They don't have a lot of natural predators, so... A collection of cases have washed up against the shore. Some have already split open and lost their contents to the waves. Look for valuables. The camera, the photography equipment. Alright. I'm gonna make a controversial decision. And I'm just gonna like I was really hoping that I'd be able to like swap them. That would be cool. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and discard this. So I can grab this and head to the photographer. Which was... if I remember correctly... either this island or this island. I don't remember, so we're gonna check both. This one's just like a straight shot from here. I see a light in there. You know what I'm gonna try and do? That's actually really cool. Yeah, it's there. We're just gonna go for it. I'll send it. No. You know what I'm talking about. Let's talk to the photographer. We don't have a storage spot here, which kind of blows. You have the lenses. Oh, I do hope they've not been damaged by the seawater. She takes the case from you and inspects each lens carefully. They seem mostly unharmed. Nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy, at least. As promised, you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special, but it should allow you to capture some good shots. If you wanted some advice on locating wildlife to photograph, just say the words. Tell me about large fish. I suspect you're more knowledgeable in this particular area than I am. There are a few shark species around, most notably the huge whale shark, but they tend to prefer the warmer waters around Stellar Basin. They're completely harmless, as I'm sure you know, but do be careful around them. You wouldn't want your propellers causing them any injury. That's cool. I thought that we were going to go give the camera to the traveling merchant, because she mentioned that she really wanted a camera because she wanted to start photographing wildlife, but we could have it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think we should do in the comments. Should we give it to the traveling merchant, or should we hold on to it for ourselves? I'll go ahead and sleep just a little bit to get our paranoia down. And then let's see. The Stellar Basin, we're gonna do like a complete 180. Onwards in this direction, I'm pretty sure. And then over on the left here, we have our weird guy in the golden robe who likes to eat fish raw. We say weird guy, but it's like, I love sushi. La la la. We need an abyssal rod. Oh, is that a shrine I see? A slab of rock cuts above the waves. There are 4 large, powerful fish shapes carved into its face, and 4 great fissures running around the rock space. I think we need to put sharks in here, but I don't know what kind of shark. We'll keep an eye out. It looks like... Interesting. There may be a new shark type. It looks like a hammerhead shark on the shrine, like in the middle here. So there may be a new shark type that we can catch here. Like we can't catch there. An anchor flag. That one's cute. It's orange. That might look really cute on our ship, actually. Oh my god. The glowingness. Can I catch this jellyfish, or is it like gonna damage our ship if we run into it? I think that looks like it's gonna damage our ship. Where's a dock we can pull up to? Oh my god, the reef here is so pretty. And look at the sky, oh my god. How cute. Very cute. I'm like obsessed. Look. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll stop. Let's see. In Stellar Basin, there were a couple of... Yeah, so if we head just along this, then we'll go to one of the towns here. It looks like there's 2 of them. Oh my god, we got a firefly squid. I love squid. I know I've said it in several episodes, but I love cephalopods. I don't like that noise. It scares me. And so we arrive in Stellar Basin at the Starlit Pontoon, which I believe is where the Traveling Merchant is. So that's pretty great. Let's go ahead and check out our firefly squid. This tiny sparkling squid spends most of its time in the deep ocean, rising to the surface as it nears the end of its life. But this one's probably older since it rose to the surface. I don't know that, I'm just saying things. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll sell off all of our fish, which the lot says $217. And then we can go ahead and go to our storage and drop off all of our random items. Ugh. Things are gonna start getting unorganized. We'll go ahead and we'll put this up top. You guys won't be able to see it, but I can see it. I promise it's there. Also, update on the eel. It has not changed. Okay, there. And then we also need to repair suppose you're going to say you couldn't avoid the rock that appeared out of nowhere? Yeah, I've heard it all before. Let's get you fixed up. Totally calling us out. I literally have no idea what we even hit. Maybe I'll see it in post. Oh, and we can buy a research part, refined metal, or more packed explosives here. Yippee! We'll go ahead and we'll rest the night away. Me. And I'm gonna start throwing out some crab pots. I'm interested to see what's gonna be here. So we'll just throw them in, I don't know, around. We'll throw some shallow, and then we'll go a little bit deeper. Are those tentacles? You know what? I deserved that. I deserved it. That was entirely my fucking fault. That scared me so bad. I thought that we were gonna die, like, permanently. My god. I'm so, like, shaken. Alright, we got a coral grouper. Commonly found hovering above offshore reefs, this large fish ambushes smaller fish that dare to leave the protection of the coral. And a consumed grouper. Once dazzling skin, now bleached and eroded, it barely resists, relieved at a final end. Interesting. Alright, so the middle of Stellar Basin is just sort of like no man's land. Like, we can't go there. I'm trying to see if I can fit one more grouper in here. I think I can. Alright, very cool. Alright, so the middle of Stellar Basin is a KRAKEN, basically. So we won't be able to pass over the center. Even though there's like several spots out there to go to. I don't even know what we're supposed to do in this case. Like, that was a really bad hit. I don't even know. It's not like it happened at nighttime either, so it's not like we could go there in the daytime and be like, it's totally fine. I genuinely don't know what to do. I feel like I get like, I don't know, I get to these points in the videos where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. You guys don't know what the fuck to do. We're just kind of figuring it out as we go, I guess. Alright, so all of those groupers are gonna sell for $276 each one at about 40-ish. But the aberrated one is 97. And then we have a red snapper. Let's see if we can get to the other town. I'm incredibly curious because, like, that's the pontoon, so it's not really a town. I'm also very curious about, like, all the fish here. A barracuda. You know, like Nemo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I wonder how much these guys sell for. They're pretty big. Sustainable fishing? Never met her. So each one of these guys sells for high 30s. So that puts us at 202. I completely didn't mean to do that. And we still gotta fix what the KRAKEN did to our ship. Alright, so the other town looks to be right across the way, actually. Let's check our map just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure I see it. Yeah. So we'll just hug the right and make our way over. Avoid the KRAKEN in the deep. That one looks like more groupers. I know there's several dredging spots here. But we're gonna have to read that. That one looks weird. Another research part, my bad. I get so caught up in like trying to commentate that I just completely fuck it up, and then I have to take a second to recenter myself and be like, oh, okay, we're doing this, and then I can do it just fine, but I gotta like lock in first. Looks like another floating pontoon. Oh, this is a research outpost. An old generator sputters and ticks over. The laboratory is in ruins, with equipment and research papers strewn about the place. Where do you want to look? Let's look the floor first. You look around on the floor. There are cracks in the base of the structure that grow to large gashes as you follow them along to the walls. Something extremely large and powerful created these holes. You slowly reach your arm into one. A research part. You pluck an item from the gouge in the floor. You check the cupboards. Another research part. You empty them. Let's inspect the equipment on the table. There are some strange looking prototype parts on the table, but you can't see any use for them right now. On the other side of the table, you find a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "Not safe. Expect Not safe. Expect retaliation imminently. Evacuating to fort." I guess we'll leave then. That's really cool. We have a ton of research parts. We have 8. 2, 4, and then 8. We could get the coastal shallow mangrove and volcanic rod, but that one takes up 5 spaces, and then we wouldn't be able to have an oceanic rod again. And then eventually we'll have to get the abyssal rod and a hadal rod. That's really dope. Oh, that one's coastal, shallow, and oceanic. That's kind of dope. But again, it takes up a lot of space. I don't know, once we get our next 4 whole pieces, then we may be a little bit more reasonable. But for right now, all of this stuff just looks really big. But this twin jet drive engine might be good. but it still gives us about the same. In our storage currently, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 engine spaces. So getting the twin jet one might be good because then we can fit in a little one right in the middle of it as well. Or we could get the jet engine, like the single ones, and fit in 2 there. But I feel like those just aren't super beneficial. I don't know. I always want more speed. I feel like that's the name of the game, you know? Oh, and then there's a third. We can probably go over there really quickly. Just be careful. Another one from our couple. It might be over there on the left, actually. I may be going the wrong way again. Yeah, it's over on the left. So we'll just hug this island. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do we do? Swim. That was really scary. Alright, let's see what we picked up. Oh, we still need... Okay, really quickly. The latching snapper. Swollen flesh folds back over its eyes. Cracked lips bleed through mounted scar tissue. Pretty cool. And then we can read our messages. Alright, so this one's actually before everything. So we are engaged to be married. He sailed us out to the very center of Stellar Basin to see the lights. We talked for hours, something we have not done in such a long time. Waiting and hoping. Sometime past midnight, as we were growing delirious and hysterical from the lack of sleep, the aurora shimmered into the skies above. When I turned to see his reaction, he was already down on one knee. I cannot even remember what he said or what I said, but I know I said yes. The ring is beautiful with a span of jewels going right the way around. I cannot take my eyes off of it. Yes, I was not sure whether to write this under yesterday's date or today's, given that it occurred at the conjunction of days, but I feel that the news is significant enough to warrant spanning multiple entries. How sweet! I would have done the same. And so this is after... So this is after he didn't want to take her aboard to dredge with him, so... I have not written in a few days. I have been afflicted with some strange chill which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. The ink has run from some lines here and there and they are illegible. While most of what they hauled up was junk, so he took her with him. They eventually came up with a large wooden casket. A hush came over the crew at such a tantalizing discovery. I remember the next moments with excruciating clarity. He pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief as they splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. The crashing waves rose to fill my ears. I hear them still. He stared down into the open casket and turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void, and the page has been torn off. Damn. All right, with that being said, we'll have to come back to speak to the researcher because we're going to go ahead and end episode 8 on the almost morning of day 51. Welcome to Stellar Basin, I guess, where the Kraken that lives in the center probably wants us dead and eaten. We'll see how this transpires in the next episode. Bye.